Good morning. How are you guys doing today? These readings I'm doing today, I'm gonna do 3 feminine readings. You decide which feminine energy it is that you resonate with, if it's the first one, the second, or the third. And if you're masculine energy, trying to figure out what feminine energy is who and what and what's happening, you can assign each energy a name. Each feminine, say, okay, this is such and such, that's this person, that's that person, and you'll have an understanding as to what's happening in each of their lives. All right, so take it as it applies. The energy is fluid, could be past, present, future. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so just because I'm saying this is a feminine energy, it could be a masculine. When you see this is when you're meant to see this, okay? And as I'm reading the cards, you just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and apply it to where it goes. So if just because I'm reading for a feminine, it could be you that's doing these things. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. So for this feminine energy here, this is someone who has to make a decision, you know, or they've made a decision to take a step forward, okay? So maybe there's something that they need to leave behind, or they've been trying to leave behind, and it's like they're finally doing that, okay? And it's important for you to celebrate the wins, no matter how small they are, because a lot of that goes overlooked, okay? Especially if this has been an ongoing process and you just feel like you haven't really made accomplishments. Look at where you were a year ago, look at where you were 2 years ago, and look at where you are now, okay? Celebrate all of those things, because those are wins, those are big accomplishments, okay? You are an amazing individual and you've accomplished a lot of things. Now, there's either you met someone in a friends, like when you were out with friends, or there is a friend that you're dated or went on a short date with. Maybe it was short-lived, you know, maybe it was just like, hey, let's go have a cup of coffee, you know, whatever it was just something quick, so you guys maybe get to know each other, see if you guys had a connection, if there was any chemistry. For others of you, you guys went out maybe to a nightclub, you guys went out at night, all right, and that's what it was. Maybe you guys were just hanging out, partying, but this person at some point either was your friend or you met them through friends. Okay, but whatever it is, it's like, yeah, because this feminine energy is walking away from something. There's a relationship that maybe they've been having a lot of issues in, and this is something that's ended, okay? But it could also be there's, you know, something that ended before and they miss them. You know, they feel really sad about it. They want, you know, they want to hear from them. They want to talk to them, but there's no communication. And this person might feel like they're missing out, you know, or they missed out on an opportunity, or they're going to be missing out on an opportunity. So it's like there's some type of pressure that this person is feeling right now. And understand, what's meant for you is always going to be for you. It doesn't really matter. And if something ended that you felt shouldn't have ended, you know, allow time. That's the best thing you can do, because whatever is meant to happen is happening right now, okay? Maybe there's lessons, maybe there's something else that needs to happen right now before union can happen. So don't feel like you're missing out on anything or you've missed out, okay? You are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, so whatever it was, it's like maybe this person really like seen you as a end-all be-all, you know, you were everything to this person, and then it's like somebody just said, fuck it, I'm tired, I'm done. You know, maybe they got tired of waiting, maybe they got tired of the games, the lies, the bullshit, but someone left, okay? So it's like, it might not be a forever goodbye, but it is right now, like, this is ending, this is it, this is over. And that's something, again, this is something that's happening now. So whatever it is right now, like, there is a relationship that either has ended recently or is coming to an end now, all right? And I'm getting a twin flame energy with this reading. So whatever it is that you've planted, whatever it is you've been trying to grow, it's like there's some type of regret, like there's something that's repressed. So if there's emotions, things that weren't spoken, like things like that, it's like there's somebody regrets not speaking about it or saying what they need to say, okay? Or maybe they did something and, you know, whatever they were manifesting is not really what they wanted, and they feel bad about it now. And because, again, there's a lot of shadow work, a lot of darkness that came in, that comes with this, okay? So whatever it is that you've been repressing, you need to make peace with that darkness. You need to bring it out and balance it out, okay? You have to know who you truly are and be okay with who you are and what it is you've done in your life. And for some of you, you have this habit of gossiping, all right? So it's important for you to just be careful what you're saying and who you're saying it to, because everything is not everybody's business. I know just because I'm friends with you and we might have similar friends doesn't mean that what I told you they need to know about, because if I wanted them to know, then I would have told them too. You know, it's kind of like that. It's just be mindful of what you're saying and who you're saying it to. And, you know, don't run your mouth about people's business. It's not your shit to tell. If they want people to know, I'm sure they will tell the people, you know, so just keep that in mind. And for some of you, you guys are around a lot of toxic people. So maybe some of your friends are toxic. Maybe they have a lot of bad habits. They're always drinking, smoking, partying, that type of energy, you know, and that kind of brings you down or keeps you stuck in a toxic pattern. So you need to start breaking free of these things, breaking free of these connections, and moving forward towards something better. All right. And you don't have to cut everybody off at once or stop smoking and drinking or whatever the hell else it is you're doing. But, you know, moderation, do a little bit at a time. Maybe kind of distance yourself from one person, two people. You know who's good for you and you know who's bad for you. Okay, people that are good for you, they're going to give you energy. They're going to make you feel good. They're going to be supportive of you. They're going to want to help you. People that are bad for you, they're going to do toxic shit. Okay, there's going to be manipulation. There's going to be lies. There's going to be the double standards. There's going to be all of that type of energy for people that are not serving your highest good. Now, there's an energy here where there's someone that maybe they're addicted to sex. Maybe somebody has that addiction and that's what needs to be healed up. Okay, because there's some type of seduction here that's happening or has happened. Okay, but there's an energy here that someone is very much trying to impress you, and there are parts of their life that they're making seem more grand than they really are. All right, so be careful with who it is you're talking to, and you can tell. You'll know who's full of shit and who's not with the stories that they're telling. But there's an energy here of someone who likes to be in control. Like they have to be in control of everything because they're afraid of being hurt. So they figure if they can control everyone and everything around them, then that will eliminate that. But you can only control you. You can't control other people. Okay, there's no way to do that. So you need to figure out why it is you have these control issues, where they started, and work through those and heal that. Okay. And for some of you, maybe they use sex as a tool to control you or to manipulate you. So be careful with that. If you notice that that's all somebody's doing with you, or, you know, that's how they'll be like, oh, well, let's have sex. And then they ask you for something, or they want something specific from you. And again, we're here with this, I keep getting friendship, like friends. So maybe you have friends that gossip about you. Maybe you have friends that, you know, you can't really trust. Excuse me. Let me see. You know, and maybe there's friends that are giving the bad or wrong information. You know, maybe there's friends that are interfering in your connection that shouldn't be interfering, or you're allowing them to interfere and they really don't have a place because their life is more fucked up than your life, or their situation is more fucked up. So you have to really sit with yourself and see what it is that's happening here, because again, I just keep getting friends. So I don't know if it's your friends that are causing the problems, or your friends that are influencing the situation or causing the delays in the connection. You know, really sit with yourself and see what these people are doing, because for some of you, there's friendship that either someone is influencing this person to dismiss you or not talk to you or not deal with you, you know, and understand you can't let other people make your decisions for you, because the only person that's going to live with that pain and that regret is you. So if you're the person that you know, you listen to other people, you let other people influence what it is you're going to do with your life, stop, because you're the only one that's going to pay the price for it. All right. But again, like whatever it was, there's some type of like dismissive energy, whether maybe you dismiss friends or this relationship, because like I said, it's a twin flame energy. So whatever's going on here, there's someone here that goes to the gym. You know, so they work really hard to try to stay in shape. You know, maybe they're just really nice physically. You know, maybe they have a nice body. You know, somebody that's very attractive. But there's an energy here of someone is afraid. And this person might be afraid of becoming their highest self. You know, and I know it probably sounds weird, but sometimes stepping out of what you're used to, stepping out of your comfort zone into something that is not really known is scary, you know. And if you're around a lot of toxic people, you know, you have a lot of toxic habits, things like that, then it makes it harder for you to step into who you truly are and become the person you want to be. All right, so try to work through those emotions and see why you keep resonating with these people, why you keep connecting to these people when you know the situation is toxic, when you know these people are toxic, when you know they don't serve your highest good. See what it is that you're getting from this, or what's connecting you or keeping you attached to these people. Okay, because that is preventing you from becoming who you're meant to be. Okay, and whatever it is here, this person, your twin flame, the person you have that connection with, you guys have a very deep connection. Okay, it's very spiritual, and regardless of if anyone agrees or doesn't agree with it, you two have this connection and it's never going to go away. There's nothing that's going to change that. And for whoever this is, this person may be going through a spiritual awakening, you know, and it's like that's what they were afraid of, whatever they were holding on to, whatever patterns, toxicity, you know, whatever emotions were hard to deal with. They're finally finding a way to move forward and deal with it, and it's causing them to have a spiritual awakening. Okay, so they're healing and they're starting to move in the right direction. So because they're going through the spiritual awakening right now, union is coming. Okay, so union is going to happen once the healing is done. Once you cut the cords of whatever situations you have going on, the people you're dealing with, the people you shouldn't be dealing with, your bad habits, you know, really sitting with yourself and knowing who you are as an individual. Okay, because whatever this is, you've realized that this person is irreplaceable to you. Okay, so either they know you're irreplaceable or vice versa. But there's someone that's like, maybe you guys have always been back and forth. Maybe you guys are all like magnets. Every time you see each other, it's like you just get this butterfly feeling, or you just have a magnetic attraction to each other. Okay, but understand, like, it's like the more you resist it, the harder it's going to be. You guys, at some point, you guys are going to come together. All right, because that's what's meant to happen. This is your person. You guys have that connection. So again, we're back to identifying your toxic behavior, your toxic traits, you know, having healthy relationships. And it's hard when you haven't had that in your life. You know, if you grew up in a toxic environment, you're going to resonate more with toxic relationships as opposed to something that's healthy, you know, genuine love, unconditional love, because it's something you haven't experienced. So you have to see what it is that's keeping you from that. All right, what's stopping you from being open to love? What's stopping you from having the connection that is meant for you? Okay, and like I said, a lot of this is just, it's other people. You're allowing other people to influence you. Now, some of you may have spyware on your phone, and if you didn't put it there, somebody else did. So somebody's watching you. So be careful with what it is that you're doing if you're dealing with multiple people, you know. And again, as I say, multiple people, there are multiple partners here. So somebody is watching you, all right? And this person is very manipulative. And again, this person might smoke a lot. They might play chess. So maybe that's the person that's watching you, might have a, you know, they might smoke a lot of bud. But there's someone here, maybe they play chess, or they just play a lot of mind games, which comes into where the manipulation is. Or there's someone that here that maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? That plays a lot of video games, all right? Or they just watch a lot of movies, a lot of TV, or something along those lines. But, you know, it's hard to make decisions when you're dealing with a lot of people, all right? I don't know if any of you ever tried it or you're doing it now. It's a lot easier when you deal with people one-on-one because you really get to know them and see if there's a real connection. Whereas if you're dealing with multiple people, it's harder to make genuine connections because your attention is being pulled in so many places. So really sit with yourself and see what you're giving your energy to, because this is requiring a lot of self-work and really a lot of self-analysis to seeing what it is that's stopping you from healing, what's stopping you from moving forward, what's stopping you from going towards your person. All right. And whatever addictions you have, sit with yourself and see where they stem from. See where that void, that emptiness is coming from, and stop trying to fill it with things that are not healthy. Okay. Find another way to fix that, because some of you might just do it because that's how you control. You're like, I use sex because I get what I want. It's easier. All right. And for some of you, you have friends that are very controlling, or that like to pull the strings because they have no control over their own life. They don't know how to deal with life, so they try to control other people's lives. All right. And they try to dictate what's going to happen, what isn't going to happen in other people's lives, because they don't want to deal with their own shit. And like I said, there's someone here that's gossiping a lot if it's not you that's gossiping. But whatever it is, you know, there is a relationship that's ending, and if you're the person that they're going towards, or if you were the third party, they're ending it with a long-term person and they're going towards the new relationship. So if it's you, then yay. If it's not you, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But understand, whatever it is, you need to be in alignment with what it is that you want. If you're not in alignment, it's going to be hard for you to get what it is that you want. So you really need to decide. Do you want a peaceful life? Do you want a chaotic life? Do you want to have toxic friends, or do you want loving and supportive friends? You have to see where you're trying to go with your life and the energy that you want to be in. All right? Because if you're always saying, I want to be my highest self, I want to be my best self, but yet you're always around people of a lower vibration that really ain't doing shit with their lives except gossiping and complaining about everything, then you're not going to be in alignment for what it is you truly want or what you're trying to manifest. You have to cut these people loose, okay? Everyone has a time. Everyone has a place. So sometimes you're meant to just let it rock, let it be what it is. Pisces energy coming out here. So whatever it is that's going on, whatever it is you've been waiting for, understand nothing is permanent right now. Nothing is set. So there's still room to change the outcome of any of these situations. You just have to decide what it is that you want and get in alignment with what it is that you truly want and go after it. Because as long as you're wavering, it's not going to happen. You're going to keep on, it's basically like you're going to keep going in circles, because it's like you get so close and then it's like nope, and then close again and then nope. There's always going to be something popping up, because there's things that need to be healed. There's lessons that need to be learned, and if you don't learn them, then you're going to keep experiencing it. Even if it's not with the same individual, you're going to get the same lesson, just a different face. All right, so this was the reading for feminine, for the first feminine. I'm going to do the second one next. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this gave you something, you know, some type of clarity. And I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes.